What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay.
I'm Craig.
Seth.
And we are back from the NFL draft in more than one way, figuratively and literally. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Seriously,
Yeah, how was the city?
The city is. I'm not gonna lie. He obviously already knew he was there, but I was kind of
he lived in Pittsburgh for a little bit.
But yeah, so he's seen it and stuff. But
he was your tour guide.
When I heard Pittsburgh, and I feel like a lot of the network shows, other than obviously McAfee because he's from there, were kind of like, oh, cool, Pittsburgh. They're passionate fans. I guess that'll make it worth it. And I feel like I had the same reaction as everybody else. The city is awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool laid out because it's on and in a mountain. So houses and neighborhoods are on hills and mountains throughout the city. And every quarter mile there's a massive bridge because that's just how you get back and forth over this river. And you start going around, you're like, oh, this is really cool. And it's big. Because of the river and stuff, it spreads out over a long area.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I really enjoyed being up there.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a great time, except merchandise-wise for NFL was not my biggest. That's my only problem with the NFL.
I would agree with
that. I am
that.
surprised. I think that should have been a time. You have fans from all over coming to this one
You
location.
wouldn't think that some of them might want to get merch
totally
from there.
I would say at least have the draft cap of every team.
Yeah, I think they missed a big opportunity to make a lot of money. They should Jerry be in charge of all that.
It was only 6, maybe 7 teams out of the 32 that had any kind of merch.
It might be up to your team though to participate.
Well, I mean, even the merch was only hats. They didn't have anything.
It wasn't shirts. It wasn't
everything was just NFL draft. But it's Pittsburgh Steelers colors and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's you might you're more likely to buy a shirt like that if you're already getting something for your team.
Yeah, it should so they didn't have anything with all.
It didn't have anything with the teams on them. Nothing. It was just.
Well, they try to make NFL itself a logo, and
well, that's true.
But you still need the teams with the logo.
But when you color it black and gold, it's only Steelers fans were going to buy that.
Yeah, because if it's going to be burgundy and gold next year, then
nobody's buying a draft shirt, especially if you don't like Washington
colors,
So merch was, I will say, that was very whack and lackluster. That was kind of tough.
But I love the aesthetic. Like you said, Pittsburgh was beautiful. And it was very easy to traverse the area. As soon as you got to downtown, it lets you know, hey, you're 0.5 miles walking from over here to this part. Yeah. Where to go? You could look on the ground. It tells you this way, and everything was called Pittsburgh. That was pretty cool. I done words. And it was a great time. Being as close as we were.
I can already say your pictures.
Yeah.
Everybody. So we have cameras now that are different than back in the day.
Yeah, because those really weren't zoomed. But anybody that saw the pictures I put up on YouTube or on Instagram or anything like that.
Yeah, we were about as far as
really
the
wasn't
camera
zooming.
From where the camera is to us.
Pretty much the distance you see from our camera on this is as far as ways we were.
That's awesome. So what time did y'all get there?
We got to there at 11? It opened at noon. We were already there.
Remember we got on the bus at 9:30.
So we were down there at 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30. Because when we stood there for 2 hours waiting for the thing to open.
So we stood in one line, and I put up a video of that. I put up a short of that, and it was wow, this is going around the corner. And right after that short I posted, somebody walked up, one of the security people walked up from the other side and was yeah, there's only 50 people at that entrance. If some of y'all want to go there, and the amount of people that looked at each other and then just stood still, we were yeah, I'm going this way. I don't get why people like to stand online. Yeah, there's a line. We're just going to stand here.
I told them they did a study with that.
Yeah, where you just see people line up, people will start following.
They started just line up to nowhere.
When we went over there, it was nothing.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
That's cool.
And then that started filling in because I ended up getting a short from over there too because it was literally just every team jersey. It was really cool. I did not lose.
They got to be confiscated.
Apparently, a selfie stick is considered professional filming equipment, and thus I wasn't allowed to bring it in. And they're well, you can take it back. And I'm dude, there was a quarter of a mile walk back. I'm it's a quarter of a mile walk back to basically the bus. Then I gotta ride the bus 10, 15 minutes to get to the house. Well, get to the stop to walk to the house to drop off a $20 stick and then bring that. I was like, dude, I got this to use here. So if I can't use it, well, we'll confiscate. Yeah, I guess you just got yourself a selfie stick. So it does suck though. It was nice. It was a nice stick. It's kind of a blower.
I'm sorry.
It was kind of a blower though. Like, damn, because it was one of them. I hooked it up. I got like one video with us and like a couple pictures. And
yeah.
Wow, this is useful and convenient. I like this, and give it to me.
Like a little kid.
A little bit, yeah. It's like you got your favorite toy for Christmas, and you took it to school, and they took it.
I saw you had a couple interviews and things.
Oh yeah, he got interviewed by The Athletic.
Yeah, they asked me. I haven't been able to find it, but they asked me, what we were looking for.
That's about Joe Shane.
And then, because I'm naming the guys I want to pick, and then the last question was like, "Do you trust Joe Shane to make these picks?" And I was like, and then I told them I trust John Harbaugh overseeing. And honestly, I'd like to say the more that I've thought about it,
You do trust?
like, we'll have to see how this goes. But if one of the biggest complaints from Giants like camp and players that like cared was that Brian Daboll's practices and training camps were way too soft.
He could be the problem.
Yeah, if you have soft camps and practices, you're not gonna cultivate players.
Yeah.
Maybe Schoen did buy or draft good players. You didn't do anything with them. You didn't train them to be better. And if Harbaugh can come in, because last year's draft picks are all panning out. There's a couple sprinkled ones from the couple years before that are decent. There's some misses, but like we had a really bad offensive line coach. That might explain why Evan Neal didn't get better.
Yeah.
We had one new offensive line coach for 1 year, and he went from, we need to cut him to like, maybe he can be a backup. Well, maybe if you'd had a better coach the whole time, he'd got better.
So, speaking of draft picks, do you think he did well this draft pick?
Oh, I got to give him all the props in the world. Like, it's so hard to say because if you listen to any Giants fan, we didn't draft pretty much anybody we were expecting. But I really believe it's because none of the people that we got were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hearing that there was talk they were going to take Mariota. Jesus. Completely messed his name up. But the tackle, Noah.
Oh.
We were going to take him at 5. But then when Argo Reese who was supposed to be going in the top 3 was there, they were like, we can't pass up a guy that can play outside and inside. So
Sonny Styles, that's who you wanted originally.
Well, Sonny Styles, I'm realizing, because like I didn't fully realize it. I thought Sonny Styles was the middle linebacker, and Argo Reese was an edge rusher.
Okay.
I mean, going back and watching the tape and watching people watch the tape and break it down, Sonny Styles and Argo Reese were both the middle linebackers. Argo Reese started showing the ability to move up on the line and blitz, and so he started getting, looked at like, ooh, he has edge rushing potential.
Yeah.
I would rather have the guy that can play outside inside than a Styles who really can just play inside. Especially considering, as everybody's saying, they're pretty much the same caliber. But Reese wasn't supposed to be there. So and then missing him, I don't know, he shouldn't have been there at 10. He should have been going in the top 5. And bam, now we got him at 10. So Downs and Styles or Downs and Ione were who most people were looking for.
I think for defense, you couldn't go wrong. What you think in this draft pick? Because even when I was getting nervous because the people before Dallas, Caleb Downs was still there, and I was thinking he was already been gone too. So
this draft was definitely a testament to defensive depth because you saw. I was shocked that we took Cardinal Tate at 4.
I think that's why you did. I think y'all went Tate just like Cardinals went Love. Because the offensive firepower in this draft was so slight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. And I think that's also why this was considered such a bad draft. Because I'm realizing if you don't have flashy skill players, they don't think, there's no talent in this. Like, well, if there's superstar possible Hall of Fame linemen.
Well, it's because they don't move the stat sheet. They don't
exactly.
These are the players that you need for great teams, but it doesn't pop off.
Win games.
Yeah, it doesn't pop off to show up on the tape.
Yeah.
Everybody. So when you're watching, you're like, no one's sitting there unless you're obviously a lineman or somebody who plays football. You're not gonna look at you're not looking at the trenches.
And what is a good quarterback without a great line?
Exactly.
You need.
And we got Malachi Fields in the later rounds, and people are like, oh, well, he has plays when he starts to get tired. He has plays he takes off. But he's also known as an amazing run blocker.
Yeah.
Well, having a wide receiver who can very thoroughly run block can be more valuable than a superstar receiver.
And he doesn't have to go and be number one.
Yeah. But but people aren't gonna. The only thing people care about is how many touchdowns the receiver had. You can have a receiver that had 400,000 catches, but like 2 touchdowns.
I believe, you know what?
He ain't that good.
That's to the fan, but a coach wants somebody who's going to be there.
But that's what I think this draft was. I think this draft was a lot of people that coaches are like, we need cornerstones like that, but fans are like, well, I don't really understand why they want them. Like, yeah, because you're not a coach, and that's why you watch from home.
I mean, even still, sometimes you need a distraction from the main guy. Hey, you know, when
sometimes you don't need the guy that's going to flash across the line and blow the quarterback up. You need the guy that when he hits the guy, he's going to tackle him.
Yeah.
And that's what this draft gave you. The guys that are going to do their job.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I love how it went.
Yep. Can't complain.
I'm hearing a lot of like, you know, if you hear like who everybody is saying won the draft, like there's a lot of people that think y'all did a very good job, even though y'all were more of a premier team and stuff like that. But like a lot of the teams that everybody is really, really praising are the bad teams. The Titans, the Giants, the Browns, the Jets, the Raiders.
I know the Jets do.
And I think it's because
they was
shooting for star, because of how the talent in this is, the players that were good were the smart players.
I mean, the Raiders needed a quarterback, so it makes sense to get the best quarterback.
And I think Mendoza is a very good quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, that's just smart. And they need a quarterback. It's not like a team like the Rams is debatable. Like, I don't. Well, that was your hold your horses. If you remember, we have a later episode about hold your horses. The media
was going to get him drafted way.
I think Craig told you to hold your horses, and I was like, I could see that happen. And we said, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we said the Rams too.
I think I did say the Rams.
Team that will get them.
I was like, because the Rams clearly draft out of like, it's nice to have this pick, not we need this.
Yeah. And it's the first draft. I think they could have waited
13.
I think they could have.
That level of acting for Sean McVay to just look pissed the whole night to find out that they've been having like secret meetings with him.
And then I wonder if he was supposed to be the first pick though. Did you? I mean, I think he could have been there in the second round. Mm-hmm. I don't. I think he could have. They could have waited. I think they could have waited the second round to get him.
Probably. Well, I'm also hearing that Kansas City, you know, they moved up with Cleveland right behind us
to get man
lane. I'm hearing that they assume that we weren't taking Reese because we don't need edge rushers. Because, again, everybody forgets he's a middle linebacker. Mm. And I'm hearing that people think that they moved up to get Reese thinking we were going to pass on him. And when we took him, they were like, oh, well, we're here. What are we? Oh, well, we really need a corner, so he still looks smart. Get man sort of late. And so there's people that think we kind of messed up that draft.
They didn't think you wanted Reese.
They didn't think we'd take him because, like I said, by the time he got to the draft, everybody was like, this is a Michael Parsons edge rusher. It's like, well, yeah, but he spent his whole college career as a middle linebacker.
Yeah.
And that's why Harbaugh was like, yeah, I'd love to have a guy that can play middle linebacker. And then every once in a while I can throw him outside.
I got you.
Because Michael Parsons was the opposite.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons is a pass rusher that can play. Abdul Carter does the same thing. So now you've got two guys that you can kind of switch with each other that are going to make it difficult for the defense to know where they are.
Happening. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's why, yeah, that was much better pick.
Okay.
But
how you think y'all did, Craig?
Oh, we did exactly what I wanted to do. I like the Carlton Tate pick because I was definitely questioning the guy. People asked me. I thought they would probably. I didn't know if they were going to go for Saleh as a head coach, being a defensive guy, go defensive guy first, or I said we really need to get Cam Ward some help, and we got Carlton Tate. I like the pick of. I don't know if we should have came back into the first round to get Falk. I think Falk still would have been there if we would have held our second round pick.
What would you got then?
We got Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. That's A&M, I believe that's where he's from. We still got two good defense. Really good. Yeah, we still got two defensive, and then we got like Pat Cooper from Indiana in the 6th round. We got Nick Singleton like in the 5th round, Penn State running back.
Yeah.
It's overall, I think we did a fantastic job in the draft. But like I was telling Jay. All that looks good right now on paper. I need them to bring it to the field.
When it's time, yeah, I know.
So
I
and
just kicked your president, so
I mean, he stepped down. So Brinker just stepped down. So it was weird. After the draft, president of our football operations steps down. I don't know what's going on, but like I always told you, there's something stinks inside up top.
Natural.
I keep telling you, it's the ownership up there, and no one wants to listen. But what do I know? I'm just a fan.
I'm not gonna lie. I said the same thing though. I thought our owners were too cheap, and then Harbaugh came in and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna remodel the whole thing for millions." I was like, "Oh, I didn't think they did stuff like that." So there's always hope.
I mean, okay, Mars won Super Bowls.
To be fair, John and them had just kind of taken over, so you're still kind of being residually left with Pops' team.
Either way,
Wellington was still involved.
doesn't matter. I don't know what it looks like.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
I don't look. Amy keeps giving me headaches.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I don't know. And then also when you bring up stuff like Dave Ball's practices, even though he's offensive coordinator, even though Salah's the head coach, is he gonna have them all running and being well? Like they gotta be hard because it's a long season.
All the experience Salah has been like San Francisco's known for a pretty tough camp. Shanahan runs some pretty decent camps, so
He was a coordinator.
well, yeah, but now he's the head coach.
Again,
he kind of gets to set that tone.
True.
But that was the problem. That's why Kafka and them ended up staying, even after we got Dayball, because as soon as he left, Kafka upped the practices. We started having harder practices, and the team looked a little better.
We will see. Remember, Salah was also the Jets head coach. But the Jets played hard.
That was the best we could do. Yes, the Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
The Jets did play hard though, so that's true. I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy. Were you happy with Dallas overall?
I was extremely happy. That's what I wanted. We got safety, we got edge rush. They did everything. It was all defense. Like I said, we didn't get offense player until we got that's not true. We got a guard, right?
Yeah.
And then that was early on. I think it was the third round.
You got some late receivers and some undrafted
But
receivers.
then, but we got. I was saying we got a wide receiver. Our last pick was a wide receiver, which is fine.
And that's what I'm saying about it. I think like everybody keeps looking like there was only like 3 guys that were really considered number ones, and that was still questionable on whether these guys should be number ones.
As well.
Malachi Lemon, Jordan Tyson, which Jordan Tyson actually is like, no, that's a number 1 receiver. It's just
Injury prone.
You don't know if you can rely on. But and Carnell Tate were the only guys who were considered like, yeah, they could be your number 1. And I think that's why they all bad draft. Yeah, but there's like we were undrafted, drafted, and people are undrafted free agents getting picked up that are solid 2s and 3s that are gonna see the field.
Yeah.
You've got linebacker like we took Jack Kelly in like the 6th or 7th round, 6th round from BYU. He's gonna play on the special teams, and he's a big, strong, run stuffing, hard hitter. We could throw him in and running down to some other things. He could see the field, and that's a 6th round. And a lot of teams were picking guys up like that, 6th, 7th round, undrafted free agents.
They're rotation guys.
Yeah.
And they're guys that are gonna see the field. And when you can go into those late rounds and fill your team with guys that are gonna see the field, I don't think people realize how beneficial that really is.
Yeah.
The star we have
Good
seen
depth.
teams with solid depth and continuity beat teams with all the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And it usually happens pretty regularly.
I agree. And like I said, like we got exactly what we needed a corner, we needed a quarterback, we needed safety, we needed, pressure. Like I think this defense I think is gonna be a much, much different defense from the prior to the last 2 years, which is what we needed. Offense can score, but then offense is tired because defense.
And you only needed a mediocre defense.
Yeah.
Like, with how good your offense is, you really only need a mediocre defense.
Yeah. And, because we were stopping the run last year was great because we could not stop the run at all. But if they threw that ball in the air, that was it. If
Williams or Clark didn't get pushed up the middle and hit the quarterback, it was.
And they weren't hitting quarterbacks.
They were. I was like, they get some here and there, but y'all were struggling.
We were struggling. So I think this is a smart thing they did with the Parsons deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They took advantage of it. They got good players last year from it. I think they drafted well from it, and I think I I don't show the excitement because I'm nervous. Dallas make me nervous. But in here, I'm a little excited. I gotta see. I gotta visualize.
Exactly.
I gotta watch for myself. I'm not where you are. I can't. They not gonna trick me.
Did you guys see any of your draft picks get to the facilities yet?
Oh God, I've seen time.
Yeah.
I saw Carnell and Ward already out there working on some running drills.
Jackson and Mount Noah already caught up. I saw them hanging out at the first one.
Downs was talking to people and stuff.
Downs has been going around. I saw Colton Hood show Roger Goodell how to do the Hood hoodie or Sally. That was kind of cool. He's already been in the building and talking. He's
no
like,
more sexy Dex. We got the
no, we got the. I really like this. So I'll be doing that all the time.
Oh,
and that's the thing. Like that was like second. Is that second round pick? But it's the third pick of the draft.
Yeah. And
I'm pretty sure he's going to be on the field. So now you got a lineman that we're pretty sure is going to be a starter. Linebacker, pass rusher, superstar freak that is going to go in and play immediately. And a corner that could possibly be CB2 by the start of the season. And then third round, we get Malachi Fields, who is big enough. We don't have a big body receiver. And I'm sorry, Lil Jordan Humphrey's a practice squad guy. If Dart was balling with Lil Jordan Humphrey like he did, Malachi Fields is going to look phenomenal.
Yeah, I just got somebody new from Cleveland, didn't you?
Oh, yes. And then, because that's the thing now. So now our linebacking core overall, inside and outside. We got all the pass rushers. Now we got Tremaine Edmonds. We got Micah McFadden. We got Muasau and Arvell Reese on the inside. The cornerback room is pretty decent. Add Newsom and them, and then the draft of Colton Hood. Our safeties, like I said, I don't think they were as bad as they looked last year. I think bad scheme made them look like trash. Are serviceable, and one of them is young, so he should get better. And now we just added Shelby Harris, which gives us our dog nose tackle. We drafted a nose tackle, and like I said, having Dex as a pass rusher, having a nose tackle that's a pass rusher is nice.
Yeah.
But I need my tackles to just bulk up the line and make sure nobody can run. We have enough pass rushers on the linebacking core. We don't need our nose tackles to be one of our lead rushers. And I'm hearing there's a possibility that Calais Campbell and DJ Reader is coming in. It's the contract with DJ Reader, from what I'm hearing, is almost done. Just putting that together. So the only possible real empty hole we had is D tackle, and they're already well into the pace of filling that.
You are crazy.
What?
You sound so happy.
We've been here before.
You sound like on paper. Y'all sound amazing.
Well, it's not. You don't even understand. It's not just that. It's like for years, there's things that the media say we should do. There's things fans say we should do, and it's always like the Giants either have a more clever way, and we're like, all right, well, we'll believe in the process, or they just don't do it, and you're like, all right, we'll hope that they know something we don't. And this year, they're like, it's like, well, they could use to draft one, but 2 or 3 would probably be nice, but I don't think we can do it. And Harbaugh's like, why the hell not? We're going to get all 3 of them. Oh.
Okay.
Do we do that? Yeah, we can do that. Like, we're getting everybody. Well, we got to trade Kayvon Thibodeau. We got Arvell Reese, all those guys. Like, why would we trade Kayvon? No, we're going to have all those pass rushers. You're like, I didn't know we could do that. Like, is that? It's like having somebody walk up and be like, why are you in line? Come here. And you just walk in. You're like, I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know that was an option.
Like, nobody, you know how many people missed voluntary workout with Dayball and every other coach before that? Half the team wouldn't be there. One person missed, because Dex was the contract thing. Paulson and Debo missed, and Harbaugh was pissed.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, we'll find out soon why he decided not to show up. No big deal, it's voluntary. But I want to hear this excuse. Like, yeah, you can try to shut it off if you want. We can hear you're pissed. That has never been a thing before.
Okay.
Everybody but one player showed up for voluntary workouts. Like, you couldn't get this team to do that.
Well, I think it's crazy that as a player you don't show up to a new head coaching regime for even voluntary, because he's going to tell you, like, I think it's best to show up to do anything, voluntary or not, because he's going to start implementing things that if you miss that shit day one, and then even though
Greg Newsom is a good corner, we just drafted Colton Hood. You don't know how that compares, but if he comes out off season and he's locking people down, you think Debo's keeping that if he's don't know the playbook quite as well? Y'all are both at the same point. Neither one of y'all know this playbook. If he comes out and he's a little younger than you, he ain't had a broken leg to work back from. He gonna outdo you and take your job. Like, I really think you should be there.
Well, you know how fast how fast the NFL moves and things.
And Pat Surtain and Sauce Gardner came in day one and started and said, "Everybody sit down. We got this." Certain guys can do that.
We'll see.
And that's why you can't risk that half-ass.
I mean, we're gonna definitely see. I'm excited to watch and see what happens.
Let me see if I can do it. It's not just that we've looked bad. We've looked soft.
I know what you look like.
And so
I know.
I think
Harbaugh's
at least not going to, like, even when the Ravens look bad, they weren't soft.
You do this every
I can deal with losing as long as we don't look soft. It's looking pathetic.
You say that until you start losing. You can look great and you're still losing. It sucks.
Hang on.
Yeah, but that can give you.
Hang on.
No, it's
We're not going to say the Ravens didn't look soft because you saw that shit. They looked horrible.
Well, and we replaced that one lineman where Falele was because that's where that was. Yeah, that offensive line was a little.
We're about to find out. If they let you down this year, I don't want to be around you.
If they let me down, this like I said, it don't even have to be like some of these analysts are starting like I think they could win the NFC East. I'm like,
you debate your Giants love.
If we can get to week, how many games are there total? 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we can get to week 12,
I'm so glad.
Maybe 13,
recorded
with a hope for a playoff. Not in week 6 and all you pretty much be out of the playoff picture.
Is 6-6 fine with you at week 12, or are we talking you want to be like something like 8-4?
It depends on what the league's looking like. Like I said, I don't want to be pretty much out of. I want to at least be somewhat in playoff contention.
So 7-5 at week 12 is decent for you.
That would be phenomenal. That would be incredible. 7-5 at week 12 would be phenomenal.
I wouldn't want that.
I would be ecstatic with 7-5.
I would not want
7 wins is more wins than we've had like the last 5 years. Other than the playoff year.
That's not good enough for me.
So that's week 12. And that's week 12. We could go on a run after that and get more wins.
Good enough for you.
You
always show up.
Yeah, we know what you need.
Last year.
Well, we know what you need for you to consider it a successful season.
I need a ring. I need playoff wins. Not
because
all wins.
I don't think a Super Bowl appearance is enough for y'all. I think y'all have waited too long, and now the only thing that's going to suffice is
a ring. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I need.
We're not in the same boat. That's what I'm saying. I think you're looking at what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, you're not going to be happy with that boat. You say that now until you're in that boat. I will be happy
unless it'll be like kind of like Pittsburgh.
When they get there,
if we're 7-5 by week 12 every week, but we're either still missing the playoffs or we're getting kicked out in the first week. Yes, after about 2-3 years of that, it's going to be like
3 years.
Okay, come on. But if that can happen year one, look, I will be happy.
I don't want to be in the top 5 picks for a third year.
You shouldn't.
I just looked at our power ranking, and we're ranked like 17th. And I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic for 17. Because at least we're not in that bottom 5 anymore. We're not considered a good team yet. We're not a great team yet. But at 17, you're a team where you at least got to try when you play us. And I'm to the point, if you can give me that and grow from there, I'm happy.
Philly has 2 rings. That's too many.
Yeah.
And we need to get on the ball and show them that they are terrible, that they belong.
It was nice to see up in Pittsburgh that they hate Philly just as much.
Oh, my God.
It's always nice to see when someone hates Philly.
Oh, no.
You don't
understand. Like, so when they were,
boo,
Browns, boo, Bengals, boo, Philly, boo. Like, it was like,
granted, that might be more teams than just Pittsburgh. That's why it's so loud.
Like, everyone hates Philly.
Like, there was a lot of Giants up there. There was a lot of Cowboys up there. There's a couple of Commanders, not a ton. But, so there's a lot of people that kind of hate Philly. The Saints hate Philly. The Packers hate Philly. Like, if you're in the NFC, you hate Philly. So I think it was a collection of that.
And Philly fans were pretty honest. They knew they were losing. They were like, yeah, AJ's gone. They were questioning Hurts. They're scared of the Giants. These are things we heard.
I ran in what we would say probably 6 to 7 Philly fans.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one, like a couple of them we were talking and it came up. I had people walking by and basically stop and like, y'all scare the shit out of us. And I'm like, me and him are like,
Me?
was that a Philly fan? Like, they don't. We've been better than them, and they're still like, y'all trash.
Yeah.
Like, we just won the Super Bowl, and y'all barely made we beat you to win the Super Bowl. Y'all still trash. To have them all like,
Put some respect
y'all
on
scare
it.
us. I'm like,
Yeah.
Or we didn't meet the ignorant Philly fans, the ones we got there. Either one, cause
we didn't have.
They don't always travel.
Yeah.
They kind of like.
I'm like, how does it feel to have the worst quarterback in the in the division? I'm like laughing, waiting for like, oh yeah, you think it's us? They're like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling this. I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry, thought we'd be done before the all just got home. But yeah. So there's a lot of really good things in the draft. I'm really happy with what my team did. It seems like y'all are pretty happy with y'all's teams. I feel like it was a lot less what the hell are they doing drafts, period. I haven't heard as many people being like, oh, it's their problem, other than Pat Simpson to the Rams with the first pick in their draft, which is crazy. But, it's only crazy if it doesn't work out. Let Matt Stafford win a Super Bowl over the next year or so, retire, Ty Simpson come in, they start going to the playoffs still. You're like, oh, that was a great pick, they're geniuses. It's kind of how things like that work.
Rodney Dangerfield?
I wasn't trying to, but it was pretty good. No respect, but yeah, so now moving on, I thought that if you were an unrestricted free agent,
You can go in.
it meant you were unrestricted. Apparently that's not true, and apparently I think RJ Harvey or J.K. Dobbins, one of the two of them just had it happen. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have put an unrestricted free agent tag on Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, this puts him in a position where if he goes to any other team, they get a compensatory pick. And if he doesn't sign by training camp, he can't go anywhere. Which, at his age, is kind of crazy.
Because where is he going?
Yeah.
Well, it's because they put a transition tag on him. They also match any offer sheet that he gets from different teams.
So that means they want him to stay then.
Yeah.
To me.
And it also guarantees a 10% raise from what his contract was last year.
Mm.
Okay.
So some people are like Pat McAfee seemed like, I don't know if this is a good idea because Aaron Rodgers isn't the kind of guy that wants to be like forced into a decision and you're kind of doing that. And AJ Hawk was like, yeah, but at the same time, it also kind of gives off vibes like, we really want you and we're hoping you play for us. If you play, come here.
The way he is, like, that whole, we wait and see until, like, no one can play like
Wait,
this. I gotta get my team ready for next year. So I need you.
Like,
I'm showing you I'm serious about this. So now's your chance to be serious about it too. You know,
And especially
your season's been done for a while.
And also, even though Mike McCarthy and some players on his team,
You still got
they want you to I need you here to be
because you already know.
front and center. Like I need you here front and center. So
now I am also hearing that, like with the Penguins games and stuff, a lot of the Steelers went, and anywhere that the players are, if Will Howard's there, everybody there treats him like the quarterback. Like, you have, like, backup quarterbacks. He's a quarterback. He's on our team. We're teammates. And then you have, like, no, that's the quarterback, and everybody kind of treats them with a level. And I've heard that Will Howard is getting that kind of respect.
What is the relationship with McCarthy and Rodgers,
From everything I've heard, even from Rodgers talking during the season and after the season, like, once McCarthy went there with Tomlin and everything, they seem like they like each other. They seem like the Green Bay wasn't really a between them thing.
Yeah, because I don't remember them having too many.
Well, people all automatically assume that if you get, moved from a team, you and the coach have to hate each other. So,
yeah.
But if it's ownership doing it, you're not.
Well, the coach left first, right?
yeah, McCarthy left first.
Oh, he did. Oh, but that was part. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm remembering it backwards. They thought that part of Rodgers doesn't like it, so they're getting rid of McCarthy, remember?
Yeah, but they really weren't winning. Like, they were making it here.
They were doing this Pittsburgh thing. They were
won
getting to the playoffs, but they weren't.
Early on, though. Everybody already forgot about that by the time we got to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they also lost one. Well, they lost a couple.
It was a couple of NFC games.
Yeah, I don't think
he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Well, not a couple Super Bowls, but they've lost trying to get there.
Trying to get back there.
Some very dire losses, but we'll see how that goes. See whether he signs or if he's just like, yeah, I'm done anyway. Y'all are good. Go see what will. I think Drew Aller is pretty good, and I think with a pro team. Now, I don't know if he's gonna be together this year, but
was how many throws that the Tomlin left? I would think that he want to be there himself.
No.
Because I think if he was not planning on playing football, why would you care?
That's kind of true.
He was really upset. Like, well, why
Yeah.
would you care if you're not yourself coming back?
Yeah. But I think on the other thing with that, like, yeah, Rodgers, Rodgers would be nice. He's bad, Aaron Rodgers. But I think the other thing is, like, again, next year's draft is considered a very talented quarterback draft. I want to know whether the guys on my team are any good. If Rodgers is there, you're not going to really...
Yeah.
He's going to play. And you're going to be like...
Well, I mean, he's a veteran, and he can help you with veteran. I mean, he can help you with the younger ones. He can help train, mold people. He's a coach within himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he is a leader. So I think that helps with any growing team because,
But you're probably only getting a year or two more.
Probably. I think that's all they need, though. Honestly, wouldn't you think so? Until they get someone else, and if they have someone else, I think he's a mold. Like Love looked ready when he went in. There was something he had to work on, but it didn't take much to get there. And I think that's because he had to sit behind Rodgers and watch how a veteran do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we also have a retirement in the league. I want to say a veteran retirement, but. I did 9 years. I didn't realize it had been that long, but
were you surprised?
Justin Simmons, a little bit.
Yeah, really shocked.
I guess I didn't realize it's been 9 years, but I also didn't feel like the production was dropping to the point where you would retire.
But everybody's retired earlier than
that is very true. Retiring just after 30 or just before 30 is starting to be like a thing. Now, I also think some of these kids are getting in at 20 and starting, whereas a lot of people weren't starting until mid-20s, late 20s. So that might be part of it too. If the average age of starting is like 22, whereas the average age of starting used to be like 27.
Yeah, exactly. So like now, you gotta think he's been in the league for 9 years. Justin was pretty much started when he first got in the league. Mm-hmm. So 9 years starting.
Something new.
Yeah. He got
on your body.
And the second contract was pretty decent. So
I invested it right, and I think I'm gonna chill.
Yeah.
But congratulations, he was a hell of a player. So see about post-career accolades, but in himself, what he put on the field was definitely worth it. So congratulations, Justin Simmons. Enjoy your off life. I think for right now, that's about it.
That's good, Brian.
That was like I said, I'd like to say thank you to the city of Pittsburgh, and I guess other than that, go ahead and comment.
Remember to go ahead,
hit the like. Comment, share. A lot of people will watch and even give us a like on some, and there's no way you agree with everything we say.
Yeah, and what are your draft picks? Who are your teams? What did your teams do in the draft, and are you happy or unhappy with the choices that they made? And who would you have picked if it was up to you?
Yeah. Go ahead and share. You can do the exact same thing on Instagram and X, and we'll see y'all next time. All right. God bless.